na me to wanna me consider if it is about experience and you are phenomenal in that competition.
Eno kakre free media my ba and yes associate me discussing because ni na say nyame adoma enche bia no CAF Champions League no media man na represent Ghana omukọ omanim e wo CAF Champions League a enimonyam no ebika Ghana football and Ghana as a country enti omu pre-season ni nyoma enkoye ni nyina no ye try say ye be draw media ma team no adwen e de abasu goals omu consider no omu make sure so betima work on it because TP Mazembe die enye team ketwa Big Yanko PM ewo Krobia Metembes Kafo Kotoko Asweye. Na Kotoko omo director of football, Mr. Stanley Menzo. Edin Sembebre na edi atudwa minim se imre sem nye ba be didi hu nkomo bebre. Ba baby a nipa edodo na no eka ho asem a mekra no epushi mi no. Omo ebusa Mr. Menzo Stanley Menzo say Asante Koroko na ye director of football. Edie ne ba yo consider ya otimi appointee coach a ye friend say everything clear na Menzo achirechim ade ekọ mu nioma a omu consider ye ma Asante Kodoko appointee everything clear be the new coach Edema Asante Kodoko yenko tie Mr. Stanley Menzo director of football Edema Asante Kodoko.
You know, it was not so easy because I'm not familiar with African football. So when I came here the first 2 weeks, I saw the environment, I saw how things were here. So I could skip directly a few coaches because they are not used to work in such environments. And I knew Eric of my time in Cape Town when I was coach of Ajax Cape Town. And I knew he was coach of Cape Town City, yes. And I knew they were struggling with a lot of things. It was a new born club. Okay. And as a coach, he was struggling with a lot of things that he managed to do. You know, I saw our environment, and I know he also didn't have training. He didn't have training facilities, but he managed to create a team. He managed to perform. He knows Africa because he's traveled with his clubs through Africa. So actually, I think that we appointed the best coach we can have because he's been there, he's been here where we are now, and he's built clubs with youth development. He has built those clubs to a good standard, a good level, and so for me it was for this job.
I know, Asante Koroko, director of football, Mr. Stanley Menzo, and a chim at the Kruntia or non a no. Oh, yes, Asante Koroko, appointee everything club. Biggie, wait ye, Stanley Menzo, the Omujina so, Emma Asante Koroko appointee coach, no. Or say, ultimate build it, group standard, a wasro, ultimate developing players, will whom be Bia. Honor the best person for the job.
Come, sir. Me assure this is here, Jatum, sir, Kotoko form, and
say asking
the sporting director can me menti ase or say onim papa no e wo Cape Town na oye coach e wo honum na a new club. They struggled with a lot of things no mo struggle with no one chirim bebre and obeka say they didn't have training facilities. But yet, na coach is the best. And that is the level we are now.
So, struggle.
Of course. Na South Africa club obo premier, yes, we need training facilities. Na kotoko die. South Africa premier club. Stanley Menzo say only facilities. And na coach is struggle. Na kotoko die. So you know why most of the time Kumasi Asante Koroko training wapajo. And not a technical director, the lack of training facilities. And if he's the man, our builder, and your coach be a builder. So you look at the right sporting project that you would want to do, where you would want to get to, then you appoint the right man for the job. Sana brofonieno. And to baby Akumasi Asante Kotokodano, or lucky training facilities, baby Asante Kotokodano, or form or struggle to say a newborn club. etu hia obi a oya builder as a manager no ababa be fa de from the scratch no wa hyehyɛ de aforo soro, and that is exactly what they are doing now.
Nti that means say e be take time.
Of course it be take time ehia bre, but the only thing I am happy for and I say happy about Asante Kotoko company for no identifying and accepting where the club is now. The first step to solving a problem is knowing the problem itself.
To identify problem.
Yes. Assembly say we nima we then was ya no. It's Asante Kotoko company for no. And who problem no. And I decide say ye be fa nipa omo betimi aboa ma ye see how na no. So it is going to take time. And I am hoping and praying. So this time around, supporters they be more than needed time.
So in some Stanley Menzo kani nyina no. Atwema adwen de asi ade ba ko so ne de wo ka no. Say omo fa Tinkler because on we obi a utimi build the team, team. So what check here play bi onim ni bia no person odi nani hu say e be fiti
e be boa me.
Ono no omo plans ne omo project person omo ye na.
Yes. Me be hyehyɛ ade nti ade na me be hyehyɛ no wo betimi aboa me ama ya hyehyɛ ana as say me di mani hu
nti kotokofo ni nya abotre
emma no eno ne me problem. As soon as possible Kumasi Asante Kotoko has to get a communications director. I'll be set a positive agenda for the club now to supporters the team no makoma mu. And yes sir, yeah more half season we over to the na ye wo no mo sorry akomenhia. Ye wura nso aka se team ne supporters ne dia enti omo aye omo dia no e sha se so omo su se na ye wu a na ye wura ho tete na wo so take decision mo ye okay
nti wo se communication no e ko supporters mu say ye say na team ne baby e wonie baby a ye pese ye didru nie. So the first season of Stanley Menzo and Eric Tinkler no aha ana ye target na supporters ne ntiase no mo nkambom. So now working towards that project no.
You come out with a blueprint, a laid down blueprint. Okay, Kotoko ne ye build ye pese ye di mfie num. Ene de build Asante Kotoko no. Your first season, ye pese Asante Kotoko qualify for top 4 and as top 6. O we ka say Kotoko ko top 4 and top 6. Last season o di 8th one. 8th na Asante Kotoko di last season. One. That is the reality. It's your pese about top 4 and as top 6. And it's a top 4 near Pessia Bar. It is in the minds of the supporters. A Basa Kumasi Asante Kotoko Ntimi and G League. No be Sere Kotoko supporter cry. The supporter can defend the club. Yem Penifone say ye project, ye per top 4, ye di third, ye di fourth, ye okay. And Penifone meet targets. No. The next year ye dear Ben, ye per se ABI, ye GFA Cup, and as ye say near Kokobo Africa. Africa na ye Kobono supporters, ye Sremo. Ye jitum see ye team in the Suba baby, ye won't tea, ye Kosoya one near Renia de Asheniema. And the supporters no enfie kwa animu na mre kwa animu no omo nim de mpanifo no pese omo ye se wa ma supporter na ehu a e da the team ne Kotoko ne da so te se ali o eno na ma de bia supporters ni bufu no e jo feel se wunya ni team ni ye but mani hu reality no mani hu no kure no na won hu se ye de bre sei na ehye ne ye de ababa be gina ba bia na first no o Kotoko ni gina no se si adjust for me nyina ho biem. That is the reality.
Biggie, Asante Kotoko, Stanley Menzo nkomo no ede. Na de o kan so betawechi ana mefo aso wo say Kotoko ma supporters ni mo project board no eyi. By ni nyina mu no project na wo ye no e wo si ehu progress e wo project ni
sure.
Ba say o pese wo ye project na baby a wo gina ho na wo gina ye ehu progress ane de ye ntiase ba at least o si ehu et say de wo si dan o to me ma say oh me pese me de 5 years isi dan we first year pese me do a second year by 2 years now gina baby o gina dia ye ntiase sanity yanko pm e wo John Entry experience John Entry o si akande ma Dreams FC na House of Folk ni John Entry na edi nkomo bibi e koso na you say House of Folk ni John Entry nkomo no bigi emu aye din kakra ni nyina no eye John Entry demands a o demand from House of Folk na no na ye hwehwemu kakra che say mediama for so Africa no mo kono omo pe John Entry experience ndi aba be show mo team nim enti ye say mediama for so aba ewrem say omo hweso so betime nya John Entry enti John Entry no akwakoye House of Folk na mediama so far no mo we say o betima ya ye wrem kitwe bi na ye hwe de wo so
Kwame John Entry is an experienced striker, a journeyman on the African continent for that matter. Inti team bia when you abrese opese wo ye bibi e wa Africa no unya such a leader e di gina o team n'animo a obeboa wo John Ntwidi akwa ye ni wo Egypt ne de wa bo no Africa ha nyina wo de ye ntungu ne mfa nto nchen oba Ghana no when he led Dreams FC ko Africa you who performance and as a leader with the club we saw how good the team performed and this all your team now person ko Africa now ko bon homodin na wo hia leader e wo park ne so a coach ni de wo gina nchen yo ba mrantie ni gina park ne so a ese so obi ye kandifo gina park ne so obetene mrantie no de wakọ kon ni bi da no onim kon na ni so no ono nso be gina honom no watene mrantie ne wo park ne so and sandipa ne ye John Ntwi
enti between Mediama and House of Folk
kwa media we senka media mamfa no se media man e kwa Africa
ona say by between omumi enu de personally me when said you be here John Ntwi kase has because the media man when nya John Ntwi kra or other options be are equally or more so but House of Folk no say Hamza is any ho Mauli wayo ni ho
has this all new strikers is
here between omudi de here John Ntwi kase pa ye House of Folk
has in here striker it is a John Ntwi that striker House of Folk here many problem but me make media man because of Africa no and unti dem me hwe media man no enti omumi enu ni nyina no say baby aduru ne de kwa me utu botomu a na wa hwe de dem na de du nkomo ti ya hwe de besi
eno John Ntwi say akwakoye House of Folk ana Mediama na yenkopiem Port City so aso me no ka say Port City for say o mawie bibia yaw emisa 3 years ana Port City for so ever na osi akan de ma Double Soccer Academy yaw emisa me no ka say Port City center back Tintin Kese Gramo bigi wa sign 3 years e de ama Port City minim say afi we die yaw double die players no ton ano ton ana Port City for so afi na maba Premier League mo ni abre enti yaw emisa o ma sign no 3 years ma mentia chairman pusher Kofi Owusu Jerry Stuntes the Black Soldier wo famo Port City mpanyim for the supporters or more tema yaw emisa Port City
for me a good move honestly speaking they are building a team and me assure say almost first season almost target would be to stay in the Ghana Premier League and it is very important in building a team you need quality players. Quality isn't just always about people who have names. Debbie, we've seen Asante Kotoko have to bring in players with no disrespect from nowhere. But eventually, a big boy, he's a young man, talented. He has the quality to play at the top level. You just need a coach or Ben Chow. And coach or Port City says, it's also that kind of coach or a builder.
Yeah.
On him talent, on nature talent. It's going to work in the hands of such a manager and your problem. I am only wishing the young man well. Now, Okwa, the one in Muntia, a baby fan, no. Kone dine. Me ana me problem ne kwame. Players bebre na no nya akwanya ni wia na okoda en na ya na hamiu but nka ball na obo no e na wanya akwanya na okwa miamu a for two teams say target na just the Ghana Premier League unu bi bo Ghana Premier League na o Switzerland obi bobi na o Spain obi bobi na o England for sa adwini two team na okono go and make a mark e wo Port City
ya we said me ginidi ana Port City so o mo kono so Port City e boboko a omuma young guys na opportunity kese coach Christopher Eni on so betima ye player no ho adwuma ya dabo on a player no ofri Double Soccer Academy ne ka Double Soccer Academy no double die me say afi die iska big ohwe no onim say ni players mienu Mejak osei Sambras bafo akọ sign contract wa manone ana da so say Double Soccer Academy ya double yambo na baso ye adwuma ni two players
nice.
Ako sign contract to amanone meja ko say Sambras bafo amanone CEO ye adwuma
CEO no John Terry CEO John Terry
oh ye adwuma yembo
pa
on say boys no obo mo pa
oh yes he's really working hard Kwame enye easy or ye na famu die pa because obi be ka say oh send there ono so beton player na wanya ska ba Kwame the kind of investment you have to make ebe for obi e dia ba academy mu aba be nature player no ansa na waton and let's not forget obi to mo ya football na e bia bo hu so waton ba ko bi nu wanya din wanya ska kakra gu ni botom but obi ti ya for players be 60 players be 40 abo mo ho ka be 5 years e bi kura ba ko pe anase mienu pe e na obetimi atom
and therefore
so it is not easy. It is not easy.
Biggie, memory ne ko ba ko mienu bi.
Kwame me wo birthdays bi e wa ase na ene eye menua baba ko e birthday mama yesi. Yes, ene eye mama yesi awoda. Di adodo na de frɛ no ene Shatamichi. Ene eye ne birthday. Nti mama yesi nyame hia na onye okese special happy birthday to you. Na afei happy birthday en confirma Emmanuela Baba a student ewo health and allied science ewo ho ene eyo no so awoda Ivan ewo timetim was say yan wishi Emmanuela a happy birthday Kwame na menchia Madam Christine ewo Molis. Yes, Molis delight menchia na wie.
Happy birthday Sonko Enkoma Owusu Entry Gregory and we the 7 years a free opapa say mufti ana ama Miss Cecilia or say omosi omoba Owusu Entry Gregory we the 7 years nyankopon in show. Sasu na Mr. NS Owusu Owefija say na your birthday if Madam Franca or say Mr. NS Owusu Owefija say yen show happy birthday. Sasu so ana money or asafo ene money birthday or asafo if one blue Sterling Kumasi FM or say yen show happy birthday. Sasu so na Master Yaw oye empabwa ewo kwada so estate tunu adwuma yefo ni nyina Master ya kwada so estate ye show no enkra ba ne kire se mabiem obi bia wo twem kwada so estate hono mabiem obi aso so ehwe bi na otie bi bigi me ko na membre na buke
kwamu da
ena wie ma me no ndi nkomo bebre Vema Plus Company Limited omo se enka ncho se oye bema o low sperm count sisi eye wo ya sesi enu etimi agemu na dro no air drive capsules no ana ye kamfo etimi ediama obebie wanum no enka na ebe free wanum ba no enye nka papa eye little capsules no ana me kamfo etimi ediama o menua ba ubu nsa wote yaw wedro no eye dinat capsules no prostabite capsules ne di two prostrate na se ne nyina no eye Vema Plus Company Limited ana akofa ndupa we etimi ede aba o pedudu etua 0244370702 Ohine wa sunflower oil say de ope sunflower oil ope oil a obi edi ho adanse ebo nipadua na ohine wa sunflower oil ana ye kamfo etimi edi amaw na eni gisem ne ye say e contain vitamin E na sa vitamin E no ebo amwa koma no bibia koye obi wo ho a onante kakra bia na koma no ebo peri ni nyina ne ye say eye nyoma na odi kodi mu no nyoma na ye dia ye stew oil na ye dia ye stew no enye papa ni nyina ne ye so obehia sunflower oil eye ohine wa sunflower oil stew na wo ye no enam na wo che no eye ohine wa sunflower oil ani ye kamfo timi edi amaw o pedudu atua 0256122715 Kingdom Herbal Center yen ani akofa Kingdom Co capsules no etimi edi aba Koko ane how o sorry abekwan wumnim Kingdom Co capsules ana me kamfo etimi edi amaw bema wa yemre wompem sese no etimi agemu Kingdom Ginseng Power capsules no ana me kamfo etimi edi amaw stroke ne how cholesterol na doson Kingdom Garlic capsules and bitters no ana me kamfo etimi edi amaw ni nyina no Kingdom Herbal Center ana akofa ndupa we etimi edi aba 0559 761144 ye ka no ye ba kosiesie ne ye ba kosiesie dia ba bi ba kopɛ Tabota garages ana me kamfo etimi ediama se wo ka na kwa akopem obese esiesie na sabaye mu no body works no se engineer nya ho adwuma air condition no ni nyina no electrical works ni nyina no Tabota garages ana me kamfo etimi ediama o ka na kwa akoka opese ebeto o ka no pese eton o se peka ato a baby e wo so oba ya so eye no Tabota garages enkran ye wo awosi water works Kumase ahonjo runabout Georgia Hotel ho no ubetime hu yen ana so frame 0542 961 111 energy semaba high sense in penny for say dear agesi aye remu no promotion kese ekoso high sense factory direct promo no ana ye say ekoso energy sema wom ni ye say ukopiem e high sense aso ya free 18th of August ekosi 28th of August 2026 no adie bia beto high sense no ye de ma factory price de ye ton no factory no anasa de price na factory for edba ma no sa na aba ye showroom ha ye betimi edi amount senenso 18th of August ekosi 28th of August tutumi ka sesie ne kopiem e high sense appliance bia beto bia no ye de factory price na ma enti ni ato ne din high sense factory direct promo eka appliances dia high sense aso and ye come for etimi ede ama no and your product no papa newer scientific herbal hospital Dr. Nimose Menkancho say wa wariye ache awo entimi mba enkofo de awo etwa mumpo a de ehia ne ese obetutu mika sesie obeba na so be ma wo low sperm count prostate how liver kidney halitosis infection yare bia no baby odo wani che no newer scientific herbal hospital atonsu Monaco Junction anaso be Fred Dr. Nimo 0244 087687 say mining industry na sketimi abempa yi opeso konye skakese edigu botoma de ehia ne so ba kopiem ewo Ibsoc Mining and Engineering Training School dam track na peso osuatwi forklift excavator wheel loader backhoe roller bulldozer no baby akwakoje ntete no niama abodin krata no Ibsoc Mining and Engineering Training School hostel facility no free de ehia ne say ubetima je number no afre yen 0204 170270 upe ye kira kwan a ye wo boase zongo ye behind high sense building no eho ana abehu yen agan herbal mixture and capsules make come for etimi ediamount agan no eyedu papa o sorry anope umututu general body pains ewiabo eduane abesi wanim untimi endidi menuaba ubu nsa oteyaw sciatica ana how watenka ebia forma edura make come for the amount no agan herbal mixture and capsules Dr. James Amuadaroma ana akofedu pawe etimi ediaba baby etondro bia no onsa betima kebi upedudu etua 0241 604720 ensase ho asem ayeden wo Ghana ha asase baako na yato ama nipa be 5 nipa be 6 de bia na manso ewo ho na utwa kwan ompesa stress ompesa problem na baby akwakoto nsase no 7 steps building construction and real estate upefie complete ato yebetimanya bi etimi ediamount ufie no opese yebeye design de maun yembeto tiles ne maun yembeye roofing fa maun ne nyina yetimi ye de ehia ne yese obeje ye number obefrɛ yen 0243 653520 Ghana ha sei baby a pass ase baby a padan ato no yebenya bi etimi ediamount blueprint DNA eho ane yakwakoye DNA yakwakoye paternity test no baby a obakoye DNA results na beba no enton fa ho 99.99% blueprint DNA so energy sem ne say Ghana ha say regional capitals ni nyina no ye office anasa branch ho Kumase Asafo Snit eho ana abehu yen anasa obefrɛ yen 0547 113957 Alicia Deco Ghana ha say West Africa ha upe baby a ubenya quality washroom equipment ana fittings a Alicia Deco ana make comfort me ediamount open luxurious water closets, open washing basins, open shower, open taps ahodo, open water heaters, open bathroom towels. Eya ba na ode towel no sponge ebe sense no upe bia baby odo weni betre no Alicia Deco na niji sem ne say ye 1 year anniversary promo no ekoso oba ya so eya water closet ni atete so ade about 400 Ghana cedi umpewe na de na ope tuturumika sese na bra ya so eye Kumase abinchi ne wo anaso obefrɛ yen 0598 845718 ano Alicia Deco Gentleman Dental Clinic obi edi ho adanse say yesi ho adwuma no omo anomo te so Gentleman Dental Clinic sa wo se no opese ye ne silver ye ne gold Gentleman Dental Clinic sa dental implant Gentleman Dental Clinic extraction Gentleman Dental Clinic scaling polishing Gentleman da so na woko teeth whitening Gentleman da so wo se ne yense ni braces a ni nyina ne yese obako piem Gentleman Dental Clinic Nungwa C5 Junction wo hu yen Atomic Dam Kwabenya Roundabout Kumase Abrepo Junction Total Filling Station no ana abehu yen ana so obefrɛ yen 0549 906588 Solar Biochemist Limited Dr. Solomon wasaka no hu biem Peking crying instant justice the ehia ne say oye bema match na sete 5 to 10 minutes to the match no per Zipman plus herbal capsules ni bi wo de bomienu pe one kasa obete de one kasa be hu adwuma ebebo Zipman plus herbal capsules no ana make come for etimi ediamount minua ba ma infections no adulson aseɛ hɔ nkabɔne ɛwɔ hɔ ne nyina ne yɛ sɛ wobɛnya solar herbal mixture ne bi na biribia kɔyie etimi ɛde ama wo Prostafit herbal capsules no yɛde two prostate na se ɛno ane yɛfrɛ ne Jones Oboko ne nyina no ɛyɛ Solar Biochemist Limited Dr. Solomon ana akɔfa ndupa wei etimi ɛde aba Kobo Junction ana sɛ ɔbɛfrɛ yɛn 0245 616028 Polytank deɛ de bia meka kyerɛw sɛ o padia sto unsu egum a sadie na besto unsu egum no enkofa how bia mfam brewa eye polytank na wo so to ade bi wo ho a usto unsu egum a obo nsensuo no ebe ye toro eno ana kofa typhoid yare ne ede bro ade a besto unsu egum unsensuo no ye clean insuo no bibia ni mebebo ni pedua no eye polytank entima mo new sites ahodo schools ahodo factories ahodo asori fiefo no so mambe hia nyo mambe besto unsu egum no eye polytank omba Ghana ha sei no ache 1992 enti sene nso se o padia sto unsu egum a eye polytank no ene papa no watususu ache ni nyina ne ye se ope iPhone na yusu nanso so sika ne nso ye Kwaku matu yem ene hwei EBA phones impanyifo say iPhone na wo pɛ no sɛ wo pɛ brand new sɛ wo pɛ de yusu ne kakrakra usika ne nso ye no o de bra ya so ye bedi kan tu 40% be ya sa 40% down payment no o be 40% a ye be ma obosom miensa na wo tuatua ne kakrakra iPhone no a free SR ekosi iPhone 17 Pro Max o de bra EBA phones ya so ye Kumasi Edum Prison Runabout Ajekum Building first floor ubehu yen Circle America mo ubehu yen Dansoman Medina Zongo ubehu yen GN number nefre yen 0200 689170 Bash Digital Satellite decode nyina ahimfie eye Bash decode nyina headquarters eye Bash we obi a wo operate game center hotel restaurant ufie kra na ohia decoder de ehia ne yese obeko Bash aso eye decoder ne yen recharge ma decoder ne yen be installation ma ye door to door delivery package ahodo obi a opebia no o de bra aso eye ne nyina ne yese decoder de eye ba bi ba akopɛ eye Bash Digital Satellite aso eye kuma se Abrepo Junction ship mu ɛhɔ ana abehu yen ana so obɛfrɛ yen 0556 287757 bo Oliver ho ban na obɛba Oliver no ho ban a ɛduro ne de bia miguso edi ho adanse e de kyerɛw ɛyɛ Hepasco herbal capsules no ana odi bo Oliver no ho ban mesrɛ Oliver no de akoya sɔne e woni panim enti saa nneoma fi no wadi die wie no nneoma fi no wo se firi nipadua nim no ɛyɛ liver na be sɔne so ama saa nneoma fi no firi nipadua nim enti sɛ wan bo Oliver no ho ban a waso bɛyɛ se papa udi agura bɛka nkyene gu bɛfa bag enti wo bo Oliver no ho ban a hyɛ ne nso ɛduro no ɛyɛ Hepasco herbal capsules ana make am for etimi ɛde ama 0557 453579 Best Brain Publication Limited yen and your books no ye rating a 5-star ana A1 yen and your books no GS for Adiatum yen your books no sua akrana dwemu abie enti book bia wo pebia no say ye preschool textbooks no basic 1 kwoti basic 6 JHS textbooks no SHS textbooks no Best Brain Publication Limited omo books no ana make am for etimi edi amount Kumasi Pankro no ye behind La Posada Hotel ana so be free 0241 520946 Dr. Amagashi Herbal Center wey or your specialist our PM ewo Ghana ha say your stomach ulcer gonorrhea prostate why emre wompem usisi na ya infections ahodo onse de hu ade awonti mba yare bia no baby ado wani kire no Dr. Amagashi Herbal Center aso ane ye comfortimi ade amount in crime Kaswa Prison Junction, Kumase, Swami Macro Police House, Takrade yewo ho, Bogoso yewo power line, Techiman, Koforidia, yewo New Side Green City Hotel, and also be friend Dr. Amagashi, 0544 580936. OP wallpapers, Segana hase pa, open your mind be sie dem ama dem aye nika, edem aye fe no, OP aso ye. Nyoma na de be sie dem no, se ope ba kwato. Open the door to BB to set 3D wallpapers, picture frames, bedside lamps, blanketings, air diffusers, ring lights, 3D wall clock. Baby, I'll do any channel. OP wallpapers. I swear, yeah. Edum first floor na na kwesi ajama storyboard no. Ehona OP wall. Chrono barrier. Omene chrono market no. Ane di nhwenimu. Ana so be free OP 0540 353 no. OP wallpapers. Energy same promotion kesiye koso. Electromat August promotion no koso. Electromat impanyifo say bosumi a yesim August bosumi no omo ye enoma bebre achede bebre promotion bebre o de bra electromat aso ye beto appliance auto appliance na wobetime nya blender ni free ayo no ye de chew 32-inch TV de maw na niji sema wo electromat ni say nioma na beto no yate so 35% discount no ekoso na kesepa ni say usika ni mpokranso ya wobetime to 50% na afidi ya chichemu di ama ekosi busumi nsia na wotuatua ne kakrakra tuturumika sesi ne bawrem ewo electromat eye promotion ekoso eye busumi wei eye August promotion ana ekoso True Smart Dental Clinic omakofa professionals ediaba professionals no omunya abotre scaling polishing teeth whitening teeth filling tooth replacement extraction dental x-ray baby odu weni che no True Smart Dental Clinic kuma se so am runabout ubehu omu wo ho enkran achemotom ye opposite no plan anaso obefre yen 0202 899323 Holy Mosquito Spray and Call in tuntum nyina police no eduro anase mosquito spray ene kwa antuntum etini din ehuna na odwane Holy Mosquito Spray and Call emu anketenkete insonkronsuo no ene samwan ketenkete no magedem ho afa no ade a wodi ku omo Holy Mosquito Spray and Call na enije sem ne yese uyu Holy Mosquito Spray and Call ewo dem ho a anxiety paye bia scent na efiri mu ba no center kama ayenkofa yare bia entimi enfam bro upedudu etua 03220 37623 no Holy Mosquito Spray and Call Easy Brands yen and your products no say ye di ye hene say okodwama so a ade a wosa wutimi etododo na no Easy Brands yakwa kofa Easy Rice na diaba onu amu emu ewoso yusu Easy Rice emu yi baako emu perfume ni nyina no Easy Rice ani e kamfo etimi ediama Easy Sardines in vegetable oil no eni gisema wo ye sardine ni mu ye say e contain omega 3 no eboa mu ani so atekan eboa mu wadwene etimi afansin ye wakoma ne betima boye Easy Sardines in vegetable oil Easy Spaghetti wo ho Easy Mackerel wo ho entu kodwama so a Easy Brands ye product no eno na wosa woto Evans One Trading e wasawaba anaso be frey 0244 244847 Latest Foam Company Limited yen ane mattress no obi edi ho adanse mattress bi wo ho foam bi wo ho oda so a de bia be sore no na general body pains enu mpokura ka ho na nkofo bebre etimi nya sciatica no open mattress a obeda so obe feel comfortable obeye okay bibia be koya Latest Foam de no ana make comfort etimi edi amount ye showroom no aseta ba bia ewie ye bedidi ye ba akoka mekom baby e bedidi no Calabash Royal Kitchen eduane bai ana wope continental dishes, local dishes, ediani bia was as subiano, upe biedia, Calabash Royal Kitchen, and I make comfort me ediamount, ye event, opesi ben rendi and the mount, asway and eba, Gia number, fraying, ye delivering the amount, reservation ye at the amount, 0555 799060. Nana P phones and accessories, baby I kwakoto ye phone, Nana P. Ope ba kwato ope dudu etu Nana P aso ye phone bia ope bia phone accessories bia no Nana P appliances no yakofa diaba say ye TV rice cooker gas burner Roach air condition Roach washing machine Nana P akofa etimi ediaba 0245 777702 Akwaba Building Materials Company yen anagana ha say ye plastic T&J papa materials ay use no papa yen cranium money emfem free baby ye no kroma say enti say plastic T&J PPL pipes no electrical pipes no wall panels na opa Akwaba Building Materials Company and ye comfort me edi amount size bi a wope color bi a wope bia no ye betima ye etimi edi amount upe ye chira kwan a in Sawom New Road off Kumasi Highway no ubetima hu yen ye behind frames oil no anaso obefre yen 0554 627666 Donek range of products Donek impanyfo akofendu pano etimi edi aba Donek malamis malaria typhoid stomach ulcer Donek malamis no kokone how constipation Donek cobitus no and ye comfort etimi edi amount untimi endidi Donek good life herbal tonic no and I make comfort etimi edi amount Donek herbal mixture no ewo dwama so baby etondro bia no nsabetimi aka 0246 727677 Kwaku Edilson the Tinkerman atenase odi ebetu fa de akonkofo kro so na Kwaku mi no wie no Mercedes Benz C300 ne ye ton Mercedes Benz munu twan afi na free port aba C300 Kwaku ye to Minim se obeto anase begin beto. The here ne so obefa number we 0245 772698 0245 772698. Eyomunu twan ana Kwaku yejemu if report ana babedru Mercedes Benz C300.
Mira se kwame enti yebe kwamona ne na fe yede amonene sam no edi aba yenko.
Lawson FM.
With them, sit on my mic. Tolerate me from now to 7:45. Ghana for the same baby, but it's the baby life. Hadn't seen a sample the other day, I wouldn't size. Look at my dream when I made them here. And young color girl will be living me in here. Who sent me question when you bring it in here. Rapping and yes, I can't make the bomb of Bosnia. Yes, they were dreaming what you want and no one want to cock. They may think I'm a hot to me, the chip on the motor. They made the bag you won't come in from the Zozo. They got to check the other corner boko. Obede, so the Ghana to
Young common and enough, and from an instant from Pro. Yes, shall free Arsenal. And so, as why, Sanyamia to my weekendy, community so dinner air paso, Manchester City, and the Arsenal Nepo press conferences, Nako so, Mikel Arteta Casa, Mikel Arteta Etchum, say, we Arsenal supporter, Jitum, also bless Nibi Ebeko, bless Nibia Ebabeko, Utidia, William Ebesho, Nemum, or say Arsenal, ambition says so, club ambition, no swing pa. Ain't say I was a squad no musism I was a place be brene ko na for forever ain't Arsenal supporters munjin to enche Leicester babon saying what is your boy bidding so be free club ni wa or say na so what ya tum kakra and sancho for bisan sir e tani waneri ati o say AC Milan for at the loan offer the aba someone per 800 in waneri no want something saying oddsna and answer or Mikel Arteta Hrem so open place or did it here a tani waneri eka onemom also say Saboy no cast odds na just on Mikel Arteta na emani guarantees say odds na ball when you biabo into onsna also sa guarantees no so the bad day into onyan take decision. Nebom boy na be catch and sa born here or person boni bi and on so guarantees in some ayedin into enche or be find solution and so the amount branch have the 821 Yakobi san said Declan Rice Martin Zubimendi Bukayo Saka nyame to against Manchester City on be boni piana coach Hrem say plus na ready and drop training and they were training nyame to watch now be san so a training to plus na there more bia mo hye mo boys and never born be and no someone and also appear for Mikel Arteta Arsenal and so aswayeba young Manchester United near Kobonkomo essence said Yametana Sanyamia Tuma Manchester United the ex Milan game no United for the third just and at the post game no now Manchester United Eka in fact the crater Akoma EPL for say against Hull City Crano just way and also a person say young Manchester United training way na young Yamani Pia Ekoso who say Manchester United training and then young Sabeketwa Michael Carrick focus Nina a intensity and a quiet first way improve plus and or more technical drills and then Manchester United a tech boni bi kakra Nina send coach name sister Sapono about controlling here and send away release Bono or first touch at the saying with decision making it to saying a dear coach Michael Carrick na and in their pray or insistence a place no bia and so a improve boys in hotel and so ko jojo won kakra na hotel no na nyan sam ketwa and Matheus Cunha and Bruno Fernandes our campo na omunyinam say cast ne bi and omoto utim say Manchester United unity na no mo peno apana emaye so far the ani who our camp there looks like everything is going on well for Manchester United camp squad United for Eddie Tukwai akwa AC Milan so Manchester United release at Tiapa still Benjamin Sesko, Yehun was squad in the Messi Mount, so Yehuno, never Marcus Rashford, and so I back into the squad and Alessandro Martinez, Onina, and so I arrive here. A good news and so at Manchester United, and no and someone also appear few upper Afe, Switzerland striker, a Branson Sakai Edima Monaco, Brian Mbolo, what happy or ball Papa, dear maintenance say, or also every Monaco or USA or Kwaku Twaso Akwa Siakai Adiama Atlanta United Omutia 50 million euros and Adema Clubber Yafano AS Monaco and somebody Pia and also a PFU Opa Yanko Chelsea Copam and so Aswaye Sansana Chelsea training Nanya Sam Ketwa and Nana Man for her Enzo Fernandez Obe trainee and answer on trainee and Nanya Miatom Enzo trainee and Chelsea training council on Enzo Nepano Enzo Yabad with himself ni nyina ba san so se video na sema me bio Enzo ana na di plus na ni makoi hatin Enzo na di plus na ni Chelsea Crest na di wentia so Jabi Alonso ana e controlling yama Enzo e wo kopa muntie na de kra your friend Abateno, and then as I say Chelsea for and I'm gonna start training now. Coach so a director plus and I say Chelsea and then I'm when you're training now. I'm shooting drills and all. I'm insisting to coach the piano ball anymore. Now also controlling no one pop no na kwa saying and near many pia. Of course, our Chelsea training grounds now and then you are training. Jordan Henderson and I'm playing for friends. Say when you walk a crack, Nini Nana say Jordan Echo School now school no. Coin a PFA or business school where we had a certificate at the Breno and certificates a diploma in global football business management. Diploma in global football business management. And on the best Jordan Henderson and some and no I after Chelsea trainer and you many piano so I want a videos and the pictures I cradwa and I want some answer to television also at your mouth. Mama Frankie de Jong and they won't come away. Esansa Frankie de Jong in some pray. Now Frankie de Jong a interview. De Jong say who's an saying and for chan try the tone so papa and for can someone. Nina someone walk on a yen crack and for so jiatum in Tayama Nuquenya na fay obe church and ism and I'm so okay. 1 hour bad here but church somewhere. And somebody and the hell Frankie de Jong say what's not Barcelona 7 years. 7 years what's not Barcelona no some per Barcelona. And by this time, we're free Barcelona. Never Champions League quarterfinals against Clarifana. Let's go Madrid. Or no, so or so some and you crack that. Essence, so say Gerard, no, was said up so good anymore. Say, ain't you Frankie the Young about church and in some or we are Gerard and so called life. And also, who chantro Frankie the Young, who chantro pa. Say, and you know, crack, send some na me care. Send you no crest away, dear. I must say, Hans the Flick. Buefua, Adina Hansa Flick, I cost over 70 million euros. I call for Rodri Edenaba. What's one thing? Yes, a coach let down. Now, Ultimus Gerard so swore to 2 million money. Have Frankie the Young in your care for a crack. Inti life no akoso no ana Gerard enso etoa so ekasa say de yen ko Manchester ne ko din commercial say o ko Manchester City for training grounds or the cameras akwa gina ho cameras no atwan abranche efen Rodrigo Cascante enti send na no Julian Alvarez ever started training na Gerard at the cameras eko gina streets no so ocha abranche ne diaba tata team efen let's go Madrid no the same thing and oya abranche efen no Rodrigo Cascante into the cameras and ya want to akwa gina Manchester City for training grounds nebo diameter say Rodrigo Cascante ni waba betru akwa ne fa Real plan for from Madrid to Liverpool. And see from Liverpool, you know, wafaka, wababa Manchester City camp, and no ang Yamanipia, and also a few upper. Mami Enzo Mariska Yamon Como, a sansa, wababa tree, a baby sano, Enzo Mariska Sancho Focobisana Sabapa, Rodrigo Cascante, Yapase Yehu, Mortono, and Amontono, Essansa Basona for the offer bar, Nasa Mobaje, Mon Pesamobaje. Come on, cry at train. Say, a branch of Rodrigo Cascante, no one summit to saying, and a Mariska say, oh, on the grounds of our press conference, no, and one a branch of Rodrigo Cascante, a buy. It's also a one or call bam to say, why are dear Aquaba? It's also on the way to me, I can't say, Shannon, Wabamno, or you okay? Yankuti, Enzo Mariska.
Just give the fans an update on Rodri. We understand he's back at the club today. Are you expecting him to be a City player at the end of this window, or are you starting to prepare for life without him?
First of all, as already said, window transfer is open. We can buy players, we can sell players, anything can happen. I just saw Rodri now in the building. I gave him a big gag. He looks good, so we'll see what's happened.
And can you just give the fans an update on
Dear say deal no answer bet me I go through and central for questions some more at the Manchester City plus and some kitwa or any ebisansana Enzo Fernandez swear say more ya dan more the bed no air kwana and also opacho as some way a idea yen ye pa Enzo Fernandez osia kan at the Chelsea ain't say Enzo Fernandez is ya kan the Chelsea on to me for non to obi play one in any case so no so say coach for account of Manchester City plus once a month. Nibubefu, 80 days na wasa okoka club in from be once and essential for so their own can. Yenim say what's the Chelsea for say and above 5 more for bid now to one. Or money when your negotiations bio now bed no air kwana. And I'm a risk I say on your show say and bibi beti mesi debi also on your show. Now we have for air canon or sound so esre yenti ma riska.
There are suggestions that Chelsea have set a deadline of today for any bids for Enzo Fernandez. I know you won't speak specifically about individual players, but do you anticipate having to do any transfer business today?
Not today, to be honest. I don't think we're going to do something today.
PP and no and some Mariska and so Eka Central for Episana say Arsenal love for almost said and was and also Jitum says a Jumani in answer or person or bridge the gap between Arsenal last season and Manchester City and no and some and so Mariska and so Eka Haaland here also be decided so Haaland bet me up Kwesiana came in pianist say now Haaland the eba fitness no also compared to the rest of the players Haaland Diano and so which name ayanka kra transfers in some or set transfers Manchester City ba kumionu bi and so to name a after the community shield and no and someone and so Mariska and so Eka Como at the Kratano diatum Como for some per Chelsea more player Liam Delap good news ana Chelsea supporters amuja muchil krasa me Liam Delap no Como at the offer diatum some per Liam Delap and I know I'm a fat travel Chaloba say come for some more per Chelsea for say omo kwakwatna so come na na ya mu ya business intimo de ye be nkwan ba fa so aye deal no and say table and that so Chelsea for be taking decision another offer and so abeto Chelsea table so and so every Frank Lampard team Coventry City. Now Coventry for say I'm proud say for Josh a champion. And I know Chelsea for the betuja Sakwadano or your Chelsea dache or woman in Colony Pio. Never let's say Coventry Diano, Chelsea for us that's the edge and drain. It's a Lampard there. I'm on Chelsea. It's a Chelsea legend. Ain't it just a Nidiaba Tom Dia? I was so we taking decision to Chelsea for catch a Coventry said. I'm on 3 days to cra or met some car and to say Lampard forces and Yapre on a sopa bronze for the George a champion and Sonipia and also a PFU upper Barcelona for Luis Suarez and all updates near Yabekan Chelsea Barcelona is so interest. Sir Sporting Lisbon almost striker. Ya found Luis Suarez no omope. Abranzie and Nano time of Sporting Lisbon for Ayrton Victor Gyökeres. Eddie Aqua Arsenal no way and over you place no Basso Abaye or set 38 goals at the Sporting Lisbon. Internet and a 9 no extra pony we pa. Way of Colombia. Okay, Ghana and Colombia. Of Chile when you buy assist Edema Colombia for no hard ye pa. Now Luis Suarez in update in here. Barcelona, I start say any point no, the agents kasa, where the agents Fali Ramadani, what kind of on it. Way on the Barcelona your business be and now no Marcos Alonso, Clement Lenglet, Obama Young, Frankesie, Omuninano, Fali Ramadani and a deal no. Na Ninano sir have Fali Alcoa Bisa Sports and say Basa Beckham be at Chemio, na says Moya Dang, Moba Tawana, na Sports Lisbon for no Ama Barcelona reply. Ninano sir. I must say some of the mundi moi ya kaimo and none of Fenerbahce for so ba Luis Suarez ho Newcastle aba Luis Suarez ho omunyina one statement and ya catch romo yan ton so beto dia kotua ne release clause. Just as Sporting Lisbon say a simple statement yan ton na mum chinchina sa opedia ko na kotua ne release clause na 80 million euros na no de ebe na Barca to asike and say Barca over to you over negotiate because almost someone here ko na kotua release clause no and answer ne bia and also appear fi oba meanwhile team ne de Barcelona for me no ka say training eguso a ekoso and so our company training na Barcelona 4 year and the goaler me hu sa Prince of Lamine Yamal our training ground so to say season where there masa oja bibia be koye enso adia maxim no eno ye neme ni bia and also appear few opa for me come for table ba second 104 almost to training na Jose Mourinho eguso adwuma Jose guso permit fooder ya catch us say midfielders na e bia nkwa be den 700 e be fa bi e de ahyem enti Jose Mourinho solution say midfielders na wan ye den ya se nan say eno ene ye ne omo popo no sa no catch Trent Alexander-Arnold say Krachi fi right back war Madansa Dumfries in Bejina number 6 na me radio enti nan say yes Jose Mourinho try a brand for Trent as number 6 enti say season e kosro na open control obi a pass the ball no from the midfielder or the Trent and so be start ejina until Jose and start here ultra Trent Alexander-Arnold and so I was our position war and no I name ni bia and also appear few obanam Madrid edge them say Eder Militao na what started personal training no almost more pia eyamu shishen some ba rush no now fe Eder Militao asanso be ball now asanso epra in fact Jose Mourinho ne Madrid say Eder Militao ebe join team training now start say full training ebe end of September and our brand for the Eder Militao and so join training no and so now when him say Kylian Mbappe right after the training no and the Kylian I interview Kylian Mbappe say Madrid plus no omunyina one goal. Na one goal on one in an say win titles. No sin any aje na no be join team no or say players Madrid afa new coaches new staff abano or resemusa afei and Madrid ever start say aje trophies and say Jose Mourinho no or a proven coach on him titles eje or so Madrid impenny for us say moko for coach onim sen yesi win titles abeloa baby I will be at unia no I say, well, Atamansepa, I say, Madrid from penny for, or Tamasema for culture, or Nim titles, Jer, na say, and I bet me out Panamas say, Madrid for a starting winning titles, and no and someone, and also a PF Kylian Mbappe, and so Aswaya Epa, Arsenal, Victor Osimhen, and common also Kwaku saying, not here. And some every Arsenal and crack. Yes, Victor Osimhen no munya omope. Victor Osimhen yes wa catch and call for say Arsenal so oba nanka ebia mutimene Galatasaray for the kabibia wi a body obepa essence premiership a leg baako a ono Victor Osimhen wa pre opeso obo premiership ne bi ansa no de ne ball no enso apa na wi ye na bom yes few issues bi kakra wo ho de den kan Galatasaray for no sika Arsenal for pim so mo pa just Arsenal for show mo support mo den ebia be 150 bi enya sa convincing terms of mon ton boy ni sese de be den de to so bio Victor Osimhen ni sika oje et said de Bukayo Saka agina 300,000 pounds na oba obepe sika ni bi asan so aka ho it's two issues and Arsenal for say omugusu omusu e deal say yenjentum na ye make it deal no yen push for this deal and answer sika sabno any niema agency fee wa ho yen twa so Arsenal be take decision Arsenal take decision we are here one some answer at the bro Mami Morgan Rogers Chelsea new signing Morgan Rogers na Morgan Rogers any be san say woni ko Palmer enko for ta ka say mo style na ye pe muntimi mbo one position muntimi mbo one team na mo bo one team kura no a ebe short team na sansam no what say I don't say what's a pa what's a sansam no betimi aka kire say enye no kra da also mo mianu obia one qualities e different crowd so no jibola or you direct or share place no or you physical Kopama you calm or be control the game no link up play afa yam pass it into so mo mianu e different crowd mo bia so san komo no e koso say o mianu gina park no so muntimi mbo.
Then you'd be talked about in that conversation or not?
No, never.
No, really?
I have self-confidence, self-belief that I could get to the Premier League, and you're talking about some of the best players in the world in my position. So no.
But you're one of them now.
Yeah.
I was just wondering, has that sunk in? Interviews you did 2 years ago, and you're already saying, it's mad how far I've come. And the journey's only got more remarkable.
Yeah.
So this summer, with the World Cup, obviously this incredible transfer, has this been the craziest bit yet?
Yeah, probably. Just being on the biggest stage of football, really, in terms of going to one of the biggest clubs in England, and also.
Now Morgan Rogers,
no, I don't want it to be that. I want to keep pushing on it. I don't want it to.
And now Tottenham training grounds. Nenya some ketwa. Ya cameras were ho. I was here shani yoni bia air koso. Esan say yenya Muhammad Kudus. And now pa cameras I want one AC Kudus so. Now here Tottenham training kwa na air koso Kudus foul ball. Here Kudus were okay. Dia me de near whom ochane wa television no so aya Kudus na otimide na right no boss shot sa de nyamyan duma season ebefa Kudus no no and one foul ball no atene na say na wasanso move to space no the ball no e dia shawa dia ma no ye hear them season ni ene ma be koye enso dia ma mo Tottenham team no ekoye eja photo shoot kakra ansana training no so eba be koso everything be bia de dana kwem kama na mom tiamet no say Tottenham any call the gap personal agreement done na mom Liverpool for say 70 million pounds sikani nye ready a ema Tottenham embe jinjira omo say Tottenham eni abre or Savinho asanso de call the gap enso account up till now omni Manchester City no deal yet for Savinho. It's on Tottenham Sikano base figure and then I'm 65 Manchester City pebia account got the couple Tottenham and so pushy Liverpool for say 70 and I'm so bet me ache and no anzamani bia and also a PFU upper Mami Mikel Merino. Now Merino can't some be Kwame Biggie anywhere else for Mikel Merino say Arsenal are the best midfield in football. Hey, best midfield in football.
Real, probably the best midfield in football. The amount of quality that we have there with every player that can come on the pitch and make a good shift. It's great. That's good for the team. That's good for the squad. Rises everyone's level because if you have a bad day, the one that is close to you is gonna do a great job. So yeah, everything is about pushing each other in every day in training and show it on game day. honestly, it's unreal. Probably the best midfield in football.
Sama Mikel Arteta eka ayan kre. Apran se Mikel Merino nsam ne bi Bruno Gomares, Martin Zubimendi eka ho, Mikel Merino no emu ka ho, Martin Odegaard, Declan Rice, Eberechi Eze, Luis Kelly, omo the best midfielder of football mu. Hey, well, Mikel Merino nsam ne bi and also eka and so I don't know not yet. Bukayo Saka says they were agree personal terms with Aston Villa. I was at Aston Villa and West Ham United for Kwakasa. West Ham says £25 million. Full and for the loan offer Koye. West Ham United for someone J and no I name piano so play few up. Minoka say you call Christopher Nkunku and so our Milan airports says they the Ruben Amorim Adia Nkunku Nuno wapom no the fitim into Jafo on am airport from so O2 kwan any breaba say Amorim nani abre unim say Amorim so akwa ka kire mpanyimfo no say omoche Rafael Leao ompeno panyimfo ni manim ya mo twa no munyini free team no team say uchafo de he pressure out there to AC Milan so am mo pam plus na no say Ferran Torres so go so or trying final confirmation say Barcelona at the crowd the man say after you wait me etu kwan and I'm a deal no and guswa air for deal in the area them omo try final confirmation Barcelona the crowd be betum send be Ferran Torres ebe fly from Barcelona to Paris now fei wakwa to so enso e kama right Ferdinand any you Telemans akasa na Telemans any ye bi san say Marcus Rashford ought to say and also here Rashford oyeni papa about training so yen training up a place is serious our training grounds are apprentice fan Rashford e ka ho bi na nkofo nsama ye kan for Rashford ho no say nya no kra wo share Rashford one on one to say akwa we or your correct person pa.
At Villa, Marcus Rashford came.
Yes.
What was his impact like at the football club and what does he bring to a team? Because he's back here now, and I hope he stays.
He's got amazing qualities, and his touch, his acceleration, his finishing, his qualities on the ball. But then I think what surprised me most with him was his commitment. There was such a big thing made out of him that he wasn't committed or wasn't in it for the right reasons or whatever. You see the player coming in, and it's completely opposite from what you hear. He was committed, he was doing the work. He was positive with everyone.
PFU about area Arsenal at so Jarrell Kwanzaa of Liverpool Sena Arsenal go so say Arsenal esusu some the 50 million euros ekwa by Liverpool for betias here Anton Branson no enso ediamo mo center back obetimi abo as a right back former Liverpool defender Arsenal enso eguso area say obetimi enya boy na Liverpool for our option say obetimi amache Liverpool for betna say ama Arsenal after Jarrell Kwanzaa sana questioner dachi yebedi hu nkomo bigi Kwaku yema nkomo Kwaku mama sha se free story oyetisi Yuri Telemans ensema okadefa Marcus Rashford en ho Yuri Telemans and Marcus Rashford abobo e wa Aston Villa and Yuri Telemans is talking about what he saw about Marcus Rashford or Aston Villa. Kwaku menka set elements eboa but ye minim wo wiase ne se nipa dase ni bio na masase su bia no matter how good you are, no matter how bad you are a good man in someone's books and you are a bad man in another man's books. That is how life is, no matter who you are. Nipa ni nipa boni ni se sen nti mpanifo wakasa bi wo se nipa boni ni mpo e won nkaye da. No matter how wicked the person is, no matter how bad the person is, there is this one person. Sa semesina hunu to nipa boni ni ane tu nipa boni bi ma wiase da no. Wa yo bi papa bi. Time bi anipa ne be kai bi a oboni mu ase ka se sa bere we die se nkenya semesina mi hia no ebi anka mi wuye. Ana se nka BBC ye. Die na be ma Manchester United supporter. Manchester United coaches akase Marcus Rashford mo ade Rashford nya committed or hardwin or problematic. Rashford or Manchester United there were times team ako break no almost every player returning to the base at that same training ase Marcus Rashford friend 24 catcher almost say ohia more time
to excuse himself from the team camp. Okay, any problem. Ya mau days ni bi aka ho. Days na ya de ma wo ka ho na so. Marcus Rashford and reported. One reporting one sign so from Manchester United coach. And can say any beanie seen to me reporters every way. One ba one cash and chirubia. Or buy and the problems our Manchester United started here with coach Ruben Amorim. It's based on instances like this. And in be a CC here. A quabonte supporters stay here. Any coach in Ankasano in a year Juma with Tim Nimono. And a coach in a case player and a hard mean Tim in a Juma. There was so free Manchester United no. Eventually he left and call Aston Villa. The Aston Villa story is a different story and a different conversation altogether. At Aston Villa, one of the best performances I've been from Marcus Rashford. Aston Villa performance. It was due to the Aston Villa performance. And a Marcus Rashford, Barcelona man another opportunity after we had that loan deal. And I don't think say they see what Manchester United. They of course were Manchester United. I am so Marcus Rashford free Manchester United no. Or that's how to buy Nedi. It was Aston Villa bobo kunim Debbie. So that's how to buy Nedia. Menya sure senka ball now boy nanko betimi abo. Menya sure senka coach Unai Emery. Ebetimi handle a brand here no man a lot of opportunities. Eti asamna unity elements eka. Efa Marcus Rashford ho. So you're surprised a man force Rashford and committed. On couldn't home from my team. On yen home from mobile. On ye serious. On ye player obu adiano. On unayani wanwa. Because when who saw the end of Marcus Rashford home, ewa Aston Villa. But the Rashford we are talking about, ewa Manchester United before his problems. A different Rashford compared to Rashford now no Aston Villa no. And until I can say, men can say you read elements a boy. Men can say you all can no cre debi a you who ye. Name me we are sending Kwaku sanity. Nipa bia, you are a good man in one man's book and you are a bad man in one man's book. And that is normal. Obia Kwaku bokro no. Okobokro no. Opia bonteno, when who obia come den watch the Tengana city on Jim Gongo Thirdiane. Kwaku no be we are on the nipa ne yakron for. But your child 10 Ghana cedis ni nyankopo when she and sada na nko wuye. That is how life is. It's the elements who Aston Villa and a odi home kobono. And I'm hoping and praying say Rashford this house subino any performance no. Our dine do Aston Villa not the elements say can no. Should he stay at Manchester United? Ebeba United. Now you're not a refined Marcus Rashford. I'll be the best of performances at Manchester United Bobo Konimo. Kwaku moving on. Frankie de Jong. Emane wonya Barcelona supporters nehi. Enya time bia and asembi obi abeka fa ho bia be babonte say oba be defend it. At times silence is golden.
At times.
Yes.
Na we omugu na nimu asene.
Sana onu ni be hu no. Say enim gu aso.
So we present facts.
We present facts. But on one kasa nsem na oka no. A contradicting nsem bia wadi nkan aka. Enu nti na make say man nyama Barcelona supporters ne ntan no. No matter the level you play to, no matter what you do for the club, Kwaku, when you decide to fight the system, that is the reality. When you decide to fight the system, you decide to fight the club, the supporters are going to turn against you. Obibaka says on fighting against the club, on fighting against the system. A young cophobin and pennyphobin, I can't say me for no future and yanokre. Kwaku, Bepemane. Minu how Lionel Messi left the club. And Sema Yakafa Lionel Messi home. This is not even arguable. Since the inception of the club Barcelona, Yatibo Bokona, your friend Bassano, play a Biambo Barcelona, Unimbo Bochan Lionel Messi da. But when you got to that latter end, I'm not paying that club and I no person Lionel Messi kono. Necessary Shechel Jumabi, not the two Lionel Messi, so one the top supporters in it. Kwaku upon the Lionel Messi, Ayama Barcelona Nina, born our body Ama Barcelona Nina, single-handedly, the trophies Lionel Messi had won for the Barcelona team, the supporters, a section of them, didn't look at all these things. Oh, it drew our time no. And Lionel Messi crowd boy a cadodo. Lionel Messi na yesika nyina ko di ne ho. Enya hwe some 24% Messi ko Messi nko. These were the same supporters Lionel Messi were giving them joy. These were the same supporters that held Lionel Messi. In fact, up till now, a lot of these supporters still hail Lionel Messi. They hold him in high esteem. But the truth say, club no, any Lionel Messi, they had to choose one. The supporters decided they were going to choose their club. Choose Lionel Messi. A lot of them. No matter what you have done for the club, even Lionel Messi, now how much more Frankie de Jong. There are instances our coach say, "Me say be bon match, person or chair me say 9 years, you won't be more." Majatum. But Oko World Cup now at the Dutch national team camp, Kwaku. One kasa will letter after the World Cup or the Barbon thing. You confirmed. Say a series of tests, just as he's saying in the interview now. A series of tests and actually say pressure. Name doctors and a catcher was say. A prana share honomo, ubetimi dia boa Kwaku boa henya. Frankie de Jong numa semna making. Katreman pro. Or say, obetimi dia boa hwe enya no according to the medical team or national team camp. Name or shas yasa over World Cup no. Ye pain kakra bi na no ote won nam. The doctors ne kan ye na chi no. O shas yasa obo no. Afi wo ti pain kakra bi e wo nan nim. World Cup no bi ahwe bi. Ye hu bandage na etimu kotodwe. Ana odebo. That is the kind of commitment. And in some Barcelona coaches refuse to here or Barca.
Or say Netherlands doctors no. And the man permission. So it's me abo.
And non Americano. So just as he said in this interview, after the World Cup, letter now or the Barbon or can we let him say, doctors and a clan is so better me abo or you okay? Name mum or shas yasa or bono. Yauka crabin and what one in name
crabby.
Into Yauka crana what say, you know. Giving to the way I born one country almost over what yaw. But Rome had the bandit team go to be. Emma the bomber the Dutch national team because it is your national team. Barcelona supporters and so much national one. They are going to feel say a Praga club now was here they want to be for more Champions League in my no. Or national team need you kun hobo into go to be say after the World Cup. O buy na basa for and say hey now na dia kwa duru nie. Just all the tenanche you. Sanse mo ye mabon tin me chiremo Kwaku obema ho aye hi because supporter the tenase no keka bomu a e prana want to be amfansi akan amaye no udi kosi akan de ma national team enunti na be say manin ke kansem bi ma supporters ne ma metano na Lionel Messi mpo do ye ma Barcelona ni nyina achi no e duru time o mo pese o mo kona mpanifo ne set agenda no e to supporters bi trim na how much more wo Frankie de Jong de na wa ya ma Barca for the past 7 years. Bob Ben Wabama Barcelona Broso for the past 7 years. Ewo Barcelona team nimu. That is why I'm comparing him to Lionel Messi. In Chiremuni Doswa, supporters and better Nasiaki Kabia Boom no matter TBF him. And no matter fa. And yes, I want the time be also. He should just keep quiet. A brand so now be kwa. No one to no affair chilo. Now koboko. Samri in Chiremuni here. Kwaku Liverpool, why near transfer due to Liverpool? I am not seeing the decisions Liverpool taking as decisions are prudent to help the club.
They are here.
Almost everything, a lot.
Okay.
Now you shall see from last season near the bar.
Okay.
The biggest Liverpool problem has been their right wing. Baby Anna Mohamed Salah Dano. Salah was available last season. But I said the Salah we saw last season wasn't the Mohamed Salah of yesteryears. There be performance and tactical form. But Mohamed Salah into obanin nemu. You see abuani di huhu na nwa inafu. Into one nemu ani huhu nti e ho a obenya ba akum yedu bi di afam. No the call. Ya both season newe. That position has been Liverpool's biggest problem. Liverpool nyam failure. Yam fair no nto. The left wing position Kwaku. Last season, even when Mohamed Salah was around, one of the reasons Liverpool struggled last season is the exit of Luis Diaz from the left wing. Luis Diaz in Niho. Liverpool and me a competent footballer and the quality do Luis Diaz there. I'm an unfairless position now. I'm farmer omo. Into Cody Gakpo new competitor bia like a deseka performance. Papa Kakrane Bonemian for the next 3 or 4 matches. But Liverpool be fan the size and so be anyhow. Ya boss last season newe. Salah right wing the Liverpool nyam failure. The left wing position Liverpool nyanya an upgrade over Cody Gakpo. It's a Kobasa ye started season in Nimpoa. Liverpool team in fall short. But that's sorry in Neno. Liverpool is about the ton Cody Gakpo no. And the number Tottenham Bobo no. Without getting Obi Obabesha's position in the Liverpool.
Some up a Bakula.
Kwaku, my fan me pe e nsunsun them.
Okay.
Yes. And my room fi say Bakola ne nya Liverpool nko na nya ope o. Bakola bono and ama teams bi twetwe wo ho. It is a Liverpool beton Cody Gakpo. Now we turn on the naso sikaso and the akwakofa Bakola. Now we turn Cody Gakpo nwe. Now we competitors no mo pe Bakola ni bi nsusu di sika akwakofa. Now we Liverpool here then. I don't know what they are thinking at this moment. So when you Bakola and I will try Cody Gakpo amana kwa ni problem. But as we speak, Liverpool nyanto a left wing and Mama shares our position no. A position that is already weakened. Nipa na obon nkaka nkakra so ano de ma no. U jana manako as we speak. Omoni da hugo ekitike so ana. So ye fit otimi bo the left wing position. Enti ono no mo de ne bebo ana. So no mo de ne bebo a. What is the guarantee say Alexander Isak? Ebetimi abobo no to say Isak na ye nim no. E wo the number 9 position the amount. So in order to solve problems, Liverpool rather wants to create more problems in their team. And that is why I'm asking, say, why na ye transfer deals dima Liverpool? Because Liverpool deals in common ye di ne yetete no. Me wuni ye. Na no na asa de ba ko bre yen. So coach ne hwe so person de Jeremy Frimpong the right wing. So if that is the case, they are not even looking for a player to fill in that position. Gab kakra kana Mohamed Salah eja to no. Omum pe obi mane mambe feel you. And other positions and so no must say to be a frame. Let's not forget in Kobo in Komrani and come for there is a new manager. There is no guarantee. Sana Jumane this season a befa at the man Doni Ariola. So Liverpool should be very careful with the kind of deals they are doing. And yes, Kwaku, a bit affected the performance of the club. And M1 Liverpool Bobo Kono se season ne shasia. Kwaku Joshua Champon to Coventry City. Should this deal happen, it would be one of the best deals for me in this transfer window. Yes. I am saying this because it saddens my heart to see a quality player or a good prospective player not getting minutes in a team. So when you have minutes, a retarded progress, and my retrogress as a footballer. Chelsea team wants to move from last season, the 10th position and the poor performance of the season. And they are common him. It's Chelsea 2 players. Players no more turn. Maxence Lecroix, quality centre back, an experienced one for that matter. Or that Joshua Champion him in terms of experience, top level experience. Levi Cowell, one of the best left centre backs. Last season, he turned a Kakebi who knew more Chelsea. And this is a Kobasa season ne chance. Now Alonso penipa mienu de gina Chelsea chewa momo siakanya. Kwaku menya show so be looking beyond these two, Maxence Lecroix and then Levi Cowell. Behind them, Wesley Fofana oho. The other centre backs, I'm not going to talk about them because Tosina Darabioyo, Badiashil, these are players I mean whom almost a better than Josh. But these 2 players are my bomudino. Say you plan a bebum. Ediama Ebia Levi Cowell. I want you consistent because of injuries. A bad day say you just about the center back on my babebo. Aside that, right back now with Timmy Bono. There is still Rich James. There is still Malo Gusto. And the right back position, so say Shampoa. Packing order not also by Miansa. This accumulated cards about this injuries about and sana what Timmy and Biabo. But Kwakubia watch Premier League ni Biabedia dance here say. Open one of the young centre backs in the Premier League. Omunim Bonne Bopa. A brandy we can. But a baby or one. And no man in your bimo. And then bring the best out of the player. It is so be about Premier League. Now about the experience. The experience and then the opportunity to play. And you be a say Frank James Lampard. Look at the Chelsea connection. And I don't prefer one Chelsea Bobo Kunin Terminal because Crystal Palace no matter Chelsea near ready some of the momo. But Coventry they are likely say because of Lampard. And Lampard, they offer a young Chelsea player. Definitely Obama the opportunity. He's a good one for that matter. Oba growing the game of Premier League. And looking at the quality, and the Kaka Obama who last season, the only thing this young man needs is playing time. maybe after a season or two, Chelsea best answer an idea back. Our Baba be even a starting role at the Ama Chelsea Bobo. And at this moment, I'll be very glad and happy. So Branty when your opportunity to copy commentary now. The quality no Kwaku ebe yi ne ho ankasa e wo Premier League ni mama ye ho.
Thank you very much. Yet was so. Kwame.
Nkomo no bebre na ade aba me de biba. Ensem no Edilson. Kwaku obia o follow transfers bi anim say Barcelona main targets for omo number 9 position and as a striking role no Julian Alvarez obia o follow football bi anim Barca ehwe nim say ombenya brantie no na emum ni omema kwa akoye den e ama Barcelona enti se ni omema kwa akoye den ama Barcelona dia omo ntimi ntina ho saa say ye twa ama brantie no wabɔ ne ball nyina we ne contract to Atletico Madrid dansa ne aton striker foforo e wo se yedi ani ehwe ba bi foforo enna kwesi bruni beka nse ye behwe options so Barcelona for ehwe options in case so menya Julian Alvarez a na no ana options no okọ Barcelona omo players be for omo monitor mo in case say Julian Alvarez deal no anye ya sa 4 players omo ye option edema Barcelona no eno ana Colombia ni abrantie Luis Suarez no eka ho bi de osi akan edema Sporting Lisbon no enti se ne washa o content time fidie ni so a Luis Suarez mpokwa trendy because Barca for monitor abrantie no internally abrantie no discussion across Barcelona omu team nim some be for abrantie friend say Luis Suarez Barca enfa bid enkoma Sporting Lisbon Barca any abrantie ni ending komo by a internal discussion say Barca mpanyimfo a omu kase bi omu to players omu take decision ana discuss say in case say Julian Alvarez anye ya hwan ye betimi di ama aba on board a on be boa Barcelona ana ama Luis Suarez din no aba be pim enti internal discussions ana akoso a brantie din no Barca etimi a monitor brantie no a o ma discuss a brantie no na Kwaku de etie ne ye say initially na Hansi Flick omo ye discussion na Hansi Flick emfili a brantie no by enanope adekronti ama story ni nyina apie ni yese anope ani yese Hansi Flick aka okay to Luis Suarez move no so Luis Suarez enkomo no enye ne na eba ewo hodada by na Hansi Flick na yese ompe by na anope na Hansi Flick eka okay e de che se omenya Julian Alvarez dia ene Luis Suarez no betimi e de naba na brantie friend Luis Suarez no wabo 8 different clubs wabo Granada kakra wakwa kwani ne Olympic du Marseille ana okopie mu esoso Almeria ana odi akopie mu Sporting Lisbon na Almeria for ne ton ne ma Sporting Lisbon last season at the time ana Sporting Lisbon elusu almost striker Victor Gyökeres ana mo sign no 25 million euros e de ne be share abrante no de be replace Victor Gyökeres ne first season with Sporting Lisbon that was last season omo 38 goals last season who Portugal Liga do ye top scorer Luis Suarez na yese Barcelona edi ne ho nkomo no ona na ye top scorer wo Portugal enti goals ni de o shebi by Barcelona for edidi san nkomo no ana Sporting Lisbon for president Federico Varandas edi ababeto abonti e na wie say Oma tete se Barcelona for discuss about almost striker Luis Suarez. No more Sporting Lisbon no omo nye se ombeton abrantie no. According to the president, Edema Sporting Lisbon, Federico Varandas no so omo nton abrantie no. Nemum do omo be ye say teams a omo be bia no akra no e wo contract till 2030. Almeria for e wo sale on clause 10%. Ento omo ni team bia anya discussion. Na the release clause no branebe activate release clause no ana ye 80 million euros so indirectly no the Sporting Lisbon for ne catch Barcelona for ne say I just some about between 80 million euros no. Omo mpese ye no be discussion. Te buane so ye betu an installment. Betu an release clause 80 million euros. Nyame aduma next week. Ani ye be hu se Barcelona ebe movie for Luis Suarez anase o movie.
Kwame, na mpese mbisa se Barcelona release this story no. Enye in a way de pressure Julian Alvarez say onke kan ho enye sa ekophobia ba. Na sene be Alvarez the pressure ebe to Atletico Madrid for no so.
In a way bit my yesa.
Okay.
In a way a bit my yesa na me was our story no so wo am de be ba. In a way bit my yesa. Say kwan a bit me the pressure to Julian Alvarez na ni team no the pressure so ma Atletico Madrid. And no say report with Atletico Madrid ni pre-season krokobo omo game okobo mpokura no man fa Julian Alvarez anko.
Omo chirem say Sisia na oba
into onye fully fit so. Okay. By he say ni say Luis Suarez deal no kwaku e bo say Barca ni abrepa next week. By the ekoso de internal talks ana ekoso and kwaku de ma asem no asenkofo agye di kese pa no ni Paul represent Luis Suarez no. Fali Ramadani. Sa ofa Fali Ramadania. Agents are very close to Barcelona. Aye Fali Ramadani also soon representing Luis Suarez. Okay, Pjanic. Aye Fali Ramadani na de Pjanic at the bar Barcelona. Frankese on the dene ye. Ubamiyong ba Barcelona no. Aye Fali Ramadani and the dene ye. Clement Lenglet and Marcos Alonso. And ye the same Fali Ramadani. And ye agent Edema Luis Suarez no. And because of Fali Ramadani no, a Saman for air suspect say any obet me pushing Luis Suarez no ediaba. By Kwaku next week ye sima and ye behu. Luis Suarez so Barcelona beko so onko ni nyina no. Ebe depende on Abranti friend say Julian Alvarez a move no enti ebe hwe de ba kwesi we a story ba kwa free Barcelona camp eso so eba na Joshua Champon Kofi a Champon ne die no kwaku no kure wo mi ye say akra ni playing time enti timer Crystal Palace ba ye no na Brante friend say Joshua Champon pesoko no pesoko Alonso aka Chelsea sporting directors ni say die besie bia no Joshua Champon mo monton no kwaku nim say ka Chelsea sporting directors na ankoba ma Joshua Champon akolon na o me decide o mo ball ye ball last season wie no players na Chelsea decide say o metima mo makolon na Joshua Champon ka ho bi Balloon so by no be block sa move ni say on pesa akra no beko because akra no was special project any special plan be opesa odi Joshua Champon be ye ana ma Chelsea mpanyim form pesa on beton boy no by boys so boy no ana ne call for so pesa okonya playing time ana coach say me enton so as it stands now e chere say coach no e wo gidie wa akra nim ana Lampard e de Coventry for qualified about Premier League. Na kwa kudi ama Lampard ni abre abrantie no so nyina na yese. Yese Lampard team na owo sese no. Ne center backs no. Ohun ni se Joshua Champon e wo soro. Esen Bobby Thomas. Owo soro esen Luke. Owo soro esen Joe. Sa three center backs e wo Coventry no. Yese Lampard hu ni se owo soro. Enti so nya Joshua Champon a obetima use no right center back ko. Ana back credit card no person use no e wo right back ko a ohun ni se Joshua Champon e wo soro. Ese Milan ana Hayden Milan ni Hayden ana ye right back say omo Coventry omo nyina Lampard hu ne say abrante friend say Josh Champon e was soro say no enti unim say papa e friend say Dean Austin ana ye Coventry for sporting director Kwaku hu Chelsea for ne say omo pa abrante ni loan omo de omo nka say omo permanent Mr. Dean Austin Kwaku hu Chelsea pen for say omo penny loan it's up to Chelsea for say Chelsea ti ase dia Josh Champon ebetime move akọ Coventry under Frank James Lampard loan by Alonso say Emomun Tono Emre Anankrabia Nebetre the future of Joshua Champon so obeko anase on obetna na tie komodie na odi tu dwa no aba